Morning, colleagues. End of term 2A already. Can't believe it. The first thing I'm going to look at is some updates in Microsoft Teams. So let's just jump into Microsoft Teams here. And you'll notice now there's a new little button up here. If I can get my control one to work, this one here. And it's quite nice that when you click on that and you can sort of see what happens. Now my escape button isn't working here, so let's come back out. When you click on this and you're in a channel, it gives you the channel details. So you can see here, I can see all of the members. So rather than having to click on the three dots and go to the members, you can see all the members there, and it's a quick access way to get to the information that's in a channel. You can manage the channel, and you can switch on and off the channel notifications and things like this. So click that button on your channels. The next thing that I want to look at, let me just jump back to my little loop table here, is Canva for EDU. If I go to Canva, let me just open up a new tab actually and just type in Canva. It's amazing actually the growth of Canva in the school. You can see here now there's over 1,000 students and members of staff that are using our Canva Pro version. But you may be wondering, how can I actually fully utilize all of the features within Canva, including many AI features? Well, in there, I'm going to put a link in the description below and in the email below. When you click on this one, it will take you to a really useful site that you can share with your students as well. I think it's just jumped actually to the teacher section, but here, look, you can see students, teachers, curriculum leaders, etc. But I'm going to click on the teachers one for now. And you can see it says, right, getting started. I'm going to jump on this one, Magic Write tutorials, because that sounds interesting. And it talks about how you can use Magic Write to generate lesson plans and things like this using the AI features. Okay, so have a little play around with that. Next for me is loop component as an exit ticket. So in your lessons, you may be doing mini plenaries and things like this, and I've been playing around with a loop component in my OneNote. It doesn't have to be in OneNote, it could be in your Teams chat, and asking the students to give me some feedback on their learning. So if I go to this particular lesson here, Matt Baker kindly allowed me to teach his students quite recently, and in it, right at the bottom, if I go past the different stages in the lesson, you can see I just pasted in a loop component in there and asked the students just to give me some feedback. It's quite a nice, quick way to be able to do it. That loop component was also sitting in the Teams chat so that they could access it either through the OneNote or within the Teams chat. It could have been in an email as well. So just have a play around with loop components and think about the different ways in which you could use it. Talking of loop components, let's just go back to here. Let's tick these things off. It's quite nice to tick these things off. On a loop component, so here I've got a loop component where I can store my ideas as for the 5 in 5. When you're in the box or the table cell within a loop component, if you press the /, it gives you all of these different things that you can do within the table itself. So for example, if I want to put a date there, then I can choose the date. A / in here. If I wanted to put a checklist in there and then say add Brian, what will happen, obviously, it will then send me a task based on that. So very powerful tool that sits in multiple different locations within the Microsoft ecosystem. Let's tick that one off and delete that because I don't want to be notified. As for me, a very quick one. People have been asking me about tabbed groups in Edge, and you can see, if I just pin this so that you can see at the side, as a tutor, this is how I use it. On a Monday, I click on the daily notices, and then we go and have a look at something in here. We tend to go and have a look at the pattern news actually on a Monday. On a Tuesday, again, there's my daily notices, and we have a look at the CNN 10 news. On a Wednesday, daily notices, and then we have a look at the well-being activities that are generated for Wednesday. On a Thursday, same thing, daily notices, and then Thriving Thursday. Friday, you can see we have daily notices, and then we go into the wellbeing curriculum. So that's how I've set up my tabbed groups. It's quite easy to be able to do. It was in a previous 5 and 5, but you can just go and search tabbed groups in Edge. All right, I'm going to stop there. Have a wonderful half term, and I'll see you after the break. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.